fans of organic food.
And we're glad to see that organic food is becoming more and more popular, at least with adults.
With the younger set, it's a bit more of a challenge.
So we've been looking into some ways to see how we can get kids to eat more organic.
Morning, ladies!
You might call Jessie Cool an organic crusader. She's been a pioneer in the world of organic cooking for 30 years. Jessie is a prolific author and owner of 3 San Francisco area restaurants featuring organic food. And she's raised a family of her own, so she has no illusions about the challenge of promoting a healthy diet in a world of processed foods.
Of course, we're all going to choose sugar and goldfish and pizza and junk food. Possibly consider, being a little tricky. And what I did with my kids was, when they were very young, I would make, burritos and pizza and nachos and whatever foods that their peers were eating, but I would use organic, natural foods. So there was this kind of, fooling them a little tiny bit, and yet what they really got from that was a little bit of each, a little bit of the food children like to eat, but a level up. Healthy, organic, good ingredients.
Okay, garlic, olive oil, and broccoli.
Helping kids really connect with those healthy ingredients is something Jessie says is worth the effort.
Getting kids in a place where either they plant their own seeds, or they harvest it themselves, or they find that joy and pleasure of relating to food rather than being detached from food. And there's nothing better than getting a kid right in there, like my buddy Austin. And he was in the garden with me picking broccoli, and I said, "Austin, do you like broccoli?" assuming he would. And he said, "It depends on how it's cooked." And I thought, what a savvy kid. So why not start them when they're young, going to farmers markets, growing a little bit of food in a pot, teaching them about soil, teaching them about flavor. We know that when kids grow food, when there are school gardens or when someone has a garden in the backyard and you pick a piece of broccoli or something that maybe they've never eaten before, and they're so next to it that they're more willing to taste it than rather than something that's wrapped in plastic and may not be very fresh or taste good.
Yummy in my tummy, yummy, yummy, yummy.
She believes parents need to realize that sometimes they need to be firm and persistent with their picky eaters.
I think it's really the parents' job to put their foot down, because children will not starve, and say, "I want you to taste this. It's really good." One tip I think that's great, if you have a local farmer's market, give your kid $5. Tell the kid they can buy anything they want besides cookies or breads or processed foods, and no matter what they buy, you'll go home and work with them. Cook it, slice it raw. Just put a little bit of, olive oil and vinegar, citrus and salt and pepper on it, and get them involved in that process of choice from the very beginning.
From the kid perspective, organic foods have a long way to go. But progress is being made, according to our very unscientific survey.
A lot of kids in my class don't really know about it, but there's a couple of girls who are vegetarians and only eat organic food. Then some people were like, "Oh, I don't like organic food," even though they don't really know about it.
I think kids should eat more organic things because it's better for them, and the pesticides and chemicals could affect their body and their growth and stuff. So naturally grown food is better.
If I was a parent trying to get my kids to eat organic, what I would do is I'd try and figure out what they like and try and incorporate that in my food, so that way you could get the best of both worlds. You could get really good food that's also really healthy. And you don't have to advertise that it's healthy, because sometimes that turns kids off. But as long as it's healthy food and it tastes good, you should be able to get them to eat it.
At the young adult level, the outlook seems to be more encouraging.
Living in LA, there are a bunch of different farmers markets, And my friends and I like to go on like Sunday morning, and it's all these organic farmers, and it's really neat to see the kinds of people that are at these markets. And it's, you know, on one end you have all of the restaurants, all of the great restaurants in LA and Santa Monica are going to these farmers markets, and it's all of these young people, all these 20-something, 30-something adults that are there buying this organic food and supporting these organic farmers, which is great.
So we're going to eat this.
Jessie says getting kids involved with organic food as soon as possible remains the most effective way to create healthy eating habits.
And then somewhere in their future, maybe when they're 12 or 18 years old, they'll remember that you taught them to at least be a little adventurous, to taste something that they wouldn't have otherwise, rather than teaching them it's okay to say, I don't like that, I don't want that. We're the ones that can say, open yourself up to real food.
She also says it's never too late to start. And after decades of effort, she's heartened by the progress that's been made.
Thank goodness people are more willing to accept that food actually has a great connection to well-being, both of the planet and ourselves, is very gratifying.
Good advice there, Judy, for everyone looking for ways to help their young ones develop healthier eating habits.
Thanks, Olivia. I'm just looking forward to the day when organic food is 90% of everybody's diet instead of the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. And when that happens, we'll have healthier children and adults and a healthier planet as well.